Nostrafarmus, Norwich City in 2050 by Chris Sadler. Welcome one, welcome all. My name's Nostrafarmus, North Norfolk's most accurate mystic and rune chucker. As you may already know, we offer the most competitive astral service in the region. We price match on all tarot readings, dry scrying and tea leaf divination. You've tried the rest, now try the best. Nostrafarmus, leaving no palm unread. Anyhow, looking to the future, it's 2050, and how Norwich City FC getting on? Right, first off, I've got to assume a trance state. Give me a minute. Right, there we are, firing on all cylinders. The spirits are gathering and coming through thick and fast. Not so fast, Henry. Blimey, that guy never give up. Royalty, eh? He must be on the lookout for number 7. So, ooh, ooh, ooh. Right, I'm there. It's October 2050, and as the 2050-51 season gets underway, City manager Daniel Farke comes under pressure as Norwich sit only second in the Amazon Prime Premier League, a division they've won for the past 11 seasons. Club chairman Sir Ian Culverhouse says Farke has the board's full support, but does say he needs to pull his lederhosen up to ensure things don't slip. In financial terms, Norwich City are now the third richest club in the world, after Korean boy band Elmo Sasquatch III bought 50% of the shares for an enhanced premium in 2027. Remaining joint owners Delia Smith and Michael Wynne-Jones continue to fully support the club, but have since diversified, buying American football giants the Pittsburgh Steelers, basketball team the Chicago Bulls, and Blowfield's Slow Rollers Crown Green Bowls team, Bowls now being the third most watched sport worldwide on Sky Non Plus. But back to football. Due to the growing virtual nature of the game and the removal of the need for physical assets, both Norwich City's Carrow Road Stadium and Colney Training Centre were sold in 2023 and converted into stabling for retired thoroughbred racehorses, an apt replacement, you might say. City players and supporters now plug into games remotely, and the game is broadcast digitally on the Trump World Net. This means the maximum crowd capacity for virtual Carrow Road now stands around 12.5 billion. As it's done for the last 40 years, it sells out every week. Well done, you Canaries. Elsewhere in the game, referees are being fully replaced by VAR. This VAR is subject to scrutiny by its own VAR, and there's a third tier VAR to check the second tier VAR isn't being a knob. Matches now just take over 15 hours to complete on average, which leaves plenty more time for the spectators to get on the mind phone during the ad breaks to order their tofu burger stacks and couscous fritters from Just Gannets and deliver smashing. Of course, players in reality no longer need to keep their bodies in peak physical condition, as their playing avatars permanently represent them at their prime. In fact, the fans' perception of top-level football players in real life these days is much the same they have of themselves, i.e. overweight fast food addicts sat at home in a groaning armchair moaning about the state of play and podgily prodding their remote control to get the Amazon housebot to turn the volume up and fetch an Alco Pepsi Light. No ice. Not all the players have let themselves go, however. The Norwich City squad still features Grant Holt, Teemu Pukki and Dean Coney, who all keep themselves in terrific shape. One of the great advantages of digital representation for players is that they need never age, and more importantly, they need never retire. Many league records have been broken this way, with Grant Holt and Teemu Pukki each now having scored over 4,000 career goals for City, and Dean Coney, well, moving on, news just in, this has just floated in on the ether. Former Canary Robert Earnshaw has just signed for his 900th club. Terrific news, as Norwich can activate their sell-on clause again and due to receive another 10 million Ts. That's 10 million trumps, the most widely adopted world currency since the collapse of the euro-dollar pound in 2035. So, things look rosy in the 2050 Norwich City garden. The future's bright, the future's light, the future's green and yellow. Now, I'm back in the room. Glad to see you're still with me, my corporeal chums. That felt like a good one. How was it for you? Fantastic. So, that's it from me, Nostrafarmus, grabbing the future, laying it on a plate for you, and garnishing it with insight and truth. Delicious. See you next time. Is it going to happen? With Nostrafarmus, you know it is.